Okay, let me make this clear. Listen to me. Listen to me. Shh, 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 shh. Quiet down. Quiet down. The views that I express in this video, you may not agree with it. There's a very good chance that you will disagree with the things that I have to say in this video. However, with that being said, we are all individuals and we all have our individual perspective on life. Well, the most of us. I mean, there's sheep. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to call anyone sheep. Fast fashion is a necessary evil. Hear me out. I know, it's gross. It sounds gross. It's a horrible thing to say. I almost vomit saying it. Yes. It's not really the nicest thing to say. It's not the nicest thing to come out of your mouth. However, fast fashion is a necessary evil. First, I'll start with acknowledging the evils. Yes, fast fashion is a very disgusting industry. Let's go through a couple of them. First, there's the problem with the landfills. It takes decades for a garment of clothing to break down within the landfills. There is the issue of water pollution. 700 gallons of water to be used to dye one t-shirt. So it's safe. How true is that? I don't know. I read it on an article. Fast fashion is the number 2 largest polluter in the world of water, second to agriculture. Fashion is also the number 2 largest polluter in the world, second to oil and gas. Fashion on a whole possesses 10% of the emissions that is exposed into the atmosphere. That is gross. That is disgusting. That is, wow. It's just clothes, it's just things that you wear, but that is the impact that it has on the world. There's also the big idea, not the big idea, there's also the big, like, the elephant in the room. How to describe this? Labor that is exploited and not paid properly. I'm talking about slavery, slave labor. So a large portion, they say 1 in every 6 persons within the world operate within the fashion industry and is exploited by said fashion industry, predominantly fast fashion industry. And they say within that population of individuals, 80% of them are women and a large portion of them are children, people under the age of 18. And now you would wave your wand and say, yes, fast fashion is bad, and obviously it's disgusting. But quick question before we continue. Look down or look to the side where you have like a pile of shoe boxes that you refuse to throw away. I could guarantee you this. Right now, at this very moment, there's 3 things that are going on with your foot. 1, you're barefoot like the animal you are. 2, you have on socks. Or 3, you have on a pair of shoes or slides, and it comprises of one of these 5 brands: Adidas, Nike, Puma, Saucony, and Converse. I promise you, I will give you all the money in my pocket if that is not the case. Fast fashion is slowly, gradually, painfully killing the earth. There's no secret about it. And killing themselves. Every couple months, every year or 2, you hear a big story about a big fast fashion brand consuming another fast fashion brand. Like it says here, ASOS buys Topshop sister brands for £295 million. Every couple months you hear deals taking place within the fast fashion industry, and more of them are going out of business, but at the same time more and more of them are getting bigger. And you ask yourself, what is actually the use of fast fashion brands? Well, depends on where you live in the world. You don't have certain utopian ideologies. You don't have certain benefits like thrifting, like good thrifting. If you live, I could speak for the Caribbean, you live within the Caribbean, thrifting is garbage. Like, it's not good. It's ass. You're gonna get a couple bare tees, and you kind of ask yourself, what is the alternative to fast fashion? I'll get to that just now, but fast fashion is currently a necessary evil because millions of people rely on it. Millions of people aren't interested in fashion like that. They like looking good, they like feeling good, and between me and you, we know that encompasses fashion, but to them, not really. They just care about looking good, throwing on a nice pants from Forever 21 and a top from Fashion Nova, and going outside and getting mad hoes. But the reality is that most people don't care. Most people aren't aware of the dangers and the troubles that fast fashion cause the world, whether it is pollution, slavery. Even those that are aware of the grimes that is fast fashion and the gross things that lay under the double chin of the capitalist body that is the fast fashion corporation, it still lies that it's needed. And depending on where you live in the world, you aren't privy to certain things. You aren't accessible. You don't have access. So what is the solution? Because it doesn't make sense ranting or complaining about something if there's no solution. I believe that there could be a couple. I'm no fashion analyst, so this is just my personal opinion on things that I've observed and 1 or 2 articles that I probably read. Society is privy to globalization and the internet and a lot of disposable income. I'm not here to debate with you what is developed or underdeveloped or currently being developed society. Like, I don't care. If you have a lot of disposable income and a lot of access to the internet, this applies to you. First thing, the ideology that we have about celebrities and that we need celebrities to be able to have a compass on what to wear, when to wear it, how to wear it, we should get rid of that. When I say we, I'm speaking generally, of course. This could be broken down into 2 things: shop less and find what you like. So with shopping less, you don't need 7 denim that cost $20 a piece. You could buy 1 denim that costs $100, and then that denim lasts you longer than the 5 denim for $20. Like, you could really invest in more quality pieces and wear less clothes. It's not the end of the world to wear less clothes. Secondly, find what you like. Too many people are following, as I said before, the whole celebrity complex of just jumping on whatever uniform your favorite rapper is wearing at the moment. But what do you like? What do you like? Do you like shorts? Do you like trousers? Do you like cargos? Do you like denim? What do you like? Find out what you like, and I promise you, you will buy less clothes because you will then develop a closet that is very situated to you. Buy smaller brands. I believe that we should take a shift to buying and supporting smaller brands, whether it be thrift shops, vintage shops, or even smaller fashion brands. Yes, it's gonna cost more, but the benefits of that is, one, you're kind of doing a little bit in saving the world. Not a lot, but like, you're doing a little bit. And in supporting these smaller brands, you are then taking away from these bigger corporations that don't really care about your dollar. Secondly, purchasing and supporting smaller fashion brands that, even though you may have to spend more money because it may be ethically made for the most part, and they may be doing things that require a greater expense just because it's a smaller company that you're dealing with, the chance of it being a higher quality is very high, because you can't get lower than fast fashion. Like, the quality is in hell. Like, anything lower, you're probably just gonna be wearing like paper mache or some shit like that. 2, they don't really care about putting measures in place to better the environment. What they would do is like take a portion, like H&M, they would take a portion of it and say this clothing is environmentally friendly, but like 5% of their clothing is environmentally friendly, and then 95% of the clothing that they make destroys the earth. So it's comical. But I do believe that if there's a change in mentality in the way that we purchase, there can be a balance in having a couple fast fashion pieces, because that is natural for most people, but still curbing or drastically decreasing the rate of pollution that is taking place. Because it would suck if the Armageddon, the end of the world, is just because like a whole bunch of clothing like clog up the ocean and then like niggas die. I don't know, that don't make any sense in my head, but I just wanted to say it. Shut up. That is some of the things that I believe. Am I right? I don't know. That's just what I believe, and that's kind of it for this video. If you see me walk in the street and I have on like a Uniqlo jersey or Uniqlo pants, mind your business. That don't have anything to do with you. This has been another video by Nighttime, created in Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you for watching.